Welcome, dear listener, and thanks for joining us.
I'm Yanto.
And I'm Stephen.
And this is a podcast all about the weird and wonderful world of the dark comedy anthology series, Inside Number 9.
On each episode, we'll be diving into another one of Steve Pemberton and Reece Shearsmith's twisted tales, putting it under a lens and examining it to within an inch of its life.
So make yourself comfortable, grab a cup of tea, and join us for The Ninth Degree.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome back. How are you?
Yeah, I'm alright. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Same old.
Yeah.
Anything exciting going on with you?
I mean, we got a new sofa delivered.
Ooh.
That's about as exciting as it gets. Although, saying that, I finished my book.
Oh, yeah?
Which was good. Which I was going to bring up in this episode anyway, actually, so...
Well, if it's the one I think it is, it kind of fits.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So, yeah, more on that later.
Yeah.
But yes, shall we reveal last week's hair?
It was one of mine. It was quite an obvious one, but I feel like we're getting to the point in the series where they're maybe going to start getting a bit more obvious. It was Control-Alt-Escape. They're going to take control of the situation with Arlo distracting the guards and all the people. They're going to swap out the coffee for some reason. They're going to run away with the diamonds, so you could say their plot is just to Control-Alt-Escape. I know it was obvious, but at the same time, I'm not sure where we're going to get it in.
No, exactly. We're getting to the point where the ones we've been leaving, because we've been thinking, how are we going to get that in? They're kind of all stacking up now.
Yeah.
But yes, so this week.
Yes, we are back with episode 2 of series 6, Simon Says. The summary for this one, it's quite a long one. Everyone says the season 7 finale of fantasy epic The Ninth Circle was pretty disappointing. Even showrunner Spencer Maguire is keen to move on to new projects. But not everyone thinks that it has to be the end of the matter. In fact, Ninth Circle obsessive Simon Smethurst decides to visit his hero to help put things right. Because that's what the fans would want.
Cool. It's almost as long as the episode.
I know, right? Thoughts?
I like it.
I really like it.
Yeah.
I have a couple of gripes, but I do really like it.
Yeah, it's quite an awkward one to be sitting here doing a podcast about, isn't it?
It really is. Oh dear.
Yeah, how ironic, but yeah.
We have a podcast. Of course you do.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's quite understandable. Mm-hmm. Making a podcast about a show he loves. Great. Adventure, mystery, romance. I mean, it's obviously a very good show. He's clearly...
Yeah, everyone loved it. It is so... relevant, though. It's, continues to be with every big series that gets a finale. Mm-hmm. It just reinforces this thing that it's almost impossible to stick a landing in these things that pleases...
It is.
Everyone. Not even pleases everyone. Pleases a majority is impossible.
Yeah. I do think it's because everyone gets so invested in it, and they've invested a lot of time in it.
Yeah.
And then it lives in your own imagination.
Yeah. Plus, it's the sort of wisdom of crowds thing of, go back 20 years or not even that long, people couldn't talk so openly about it and discuss it as easily. It would just be with their friends and that'd be it. Whereas now you've got Reddit and you've got all these forums and all these things, and people will ultimately, a crowd of thousands will ultimately come up with a better ending than one person could.
Yeah.
And it's never going to live up to what they want. And even if it does live up to what they say, well then they're going to be disappointed because, that was the obvious answer, or whatever.
Yes.
You just can't win.
No, but also it is that, artistic integrity and, the person who created it, surely their vision must count for something.
Yeah. You'd think so.
So, I don't know, it's tricky, isn't it?
Yeah.
And obviously for them as creators... writers, showrunners themselves, there's that side of it, but I feel like they're also quite nerdy, fan-inclined people themselves. Yeah. So I feel like there's probably the two sides there. They probably understand both sides.
Yeah, because they are such fanboys of certain genres.
Yeah.
You can't. It's so hard not to do what they complain fans do. Everyone's got an opinion. It doesn't mean your opinion's worth anything, but everyone's got one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously we'll get into it. But I feel like this episode does quite a good job of showing, there's the extreme unpleasant side of fandom, but there's also a more gentle, sort of appreciative and nicer side of it as well.
Yeah. It's all about trying to stay on the right side.
Yes, exactly. But I don't think anyone thinks they're on Simon's side.
No.
You just you all think you're doing the right thing. It's like, the villain is never the villain in their own story.
No.
But
It's the internet to blame. I blame the internet for all of this.
oh yeah, the internet is the root of all evil. We say as we're making a podcast.
Yeah,
on the
putting
internet.
this out into the internet. Yeah. But it's where it comes from. If it's come from a place of actual love of the thing,
Oh, exactly.
then it's a bit different.
The internet's just the medium.
Yeah.
It's the people and the culture that can come up.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I was going to bring this up. Not sure when was the right moment, but maybe now. That it's interesting. I don't get it, but Reece Shearsmith has quite a following, and some of his fans can be a bit strange.
Right.
To put it that way. I mean, obviously, this episode is a lot about parasocial relationships, and I feel like I don't know what it is about this man, Reece Shearsmith, that seems to inspire an awful lot of that from what I've seen online.
Interesting. Yep.
And I mean, I feel sorry for him that he has this going on.
It must be so scary.
Yeah.
You put these things out into the world and it's just, I don't make a spreadsheet at work and then expect to get vilified on the internet for it.
No,
or
exactly.
whatever. It's just, I just did a thing at work, I replied to an email or whatever. It's the same thing at the end of the day.
Yes.
But your work is seen by millions.
Yes.
Hopefully. And yeah, it's then what people do with that.
Yeah.
It must be weird, when you go to these conventions, most people have gone are meaning well, but when you get someone that's, brings up some pasta glued together thing of you or whatever that they want to give you, and it must be really weird.
Yeah.
I
mean, I guess a pasta glued together thing isn't that bad.
You know what? You see all the TikToks of people presenting things to people.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I don't know. I get such second-hand embarrassment.
Yeah. No, I think for me it's more like the, keeping tabs on where you're going to be and being there so that you can follow them and sort of, it becomes a bit stalkerish.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But no, but all of it is, I know it's all related.
Mm.
But it's like where you draw the line, between being a fan and being inappropriate and not respectful.
Yeah. There's one thing going to a stage door of a play. There's another thing hunting them down at a restaurant or wherever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, I'm sure none of our listeners are that way inclined.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't find me in Tesco.
No. Oh, I didn't mean for us. I meant for Reece.
I was joking. Yeah. I have to go out in the big hat and the glasses now.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone will just be in Tesco's and they'll just hear some voice saying, "Oh, I hadn't considered that," and they'll go, "I know that voice."
Oh, someone did say to me at work they'd heard I did a podcast, and I was like, "That's weird."
Oh.
How did that happen?
How did that get around? Yeah.
I don't know. He didn't want. He wouldn't say, and I'm like, "That's even creepier."
Yeah, that is funny, isn't it?
I hadn't particularly told anyone.
Yeah.
It was very weird. Hi, if you're listening, Pablo.
Yeah, quite a few episodes ago, when we did Empty Orchestra, I was saying about the character that Steve played reminded me very much of my colleague. And then when I left my place of work, my colleague said, "Oh, I might listen to your podcast now you're leaving." I'm like, no! Don't listen to that one.
Oh, dear.
Anyway, so the moral of that little diversion was don't be weird about people.
Yeah. Just be normal.
Just be normal, be respectful, understand that people are human beings.
Yeah.
And also, just because you've seen someone on the TV a lot and they've been in your living room because they're on your TV doesn't mean you know them.
No. And it's one thing if they're a director or something where they're not playing a character, but especially for actors and things where you really don't know them. You've never seen the real them very much.
So weird though, isn't it? Because you hear about people who've played villains and things, or they've been in a soap and they've done something horrible to someone, and then they get attacked in the street, or people spit at them in the street and stuff. It's it's not me, that's a character.
So weird, isn't it? And certain people just can't.
People can't get their heads around it.
No. I know this is going back a very long time, but a friend of mine's dad once worked as a taxi driver in Manchester, and he'd got someone asking to be taken to the courthouse in Manchester because they wanted to see Deirdre's trial from Coronation Street. This is going back a while. And he was like, "Oh, you're going to go and see it being filmed?" He's like, "No, I want to go and sit and watch the trial."
Oh my
And
God.
he was like, you do know it's not real, right?
That is insane.
Jesus. Yeah, so I worry about people.
It's like these people who don't understand that writers exist.
Yeah.
And they seem to think the actors just make it up as they go along. Like,
You see, there's a lot more to the credits than the cast.
very strange the way people's minds work.
Yeah, I worry about people.
Speaking of which, shall we discuss the episode?
Yeah, probably should.
Yeah. So, Steve's character,
Mm-hmm.
Spencer Maguire, great name,
Yeah. Not so great wig.
great hair. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
It's an interesting wig.
I like it. And then the glasses.
Yeah.
He comes across as such a pretentious, he's obviously a very crafted image.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another thing, like, that we are in this world now where creatives on TV shows like that are sort of becoming public figures in a way that they weren't before.
Yeah.
Like Russell T Davies, for example.
Yeah.
He's a face of, like, say, Doctor Who in a way that it just wouldn't have been in, like, the 90s or whatever.
You'd have never heard of him. Like,
Exactly.
Well, not never heard of him, but you wouldn't ever hear about what he has to think about anything
Yeah.
30 years ago
Yeah.
in the same way. It's strange.
Yeah. It's interesting. So obviously he's been to an awards night.
Mm-hmm.
Got very drunk in his club.
Indeed. And come back covered in blood. Which is always a good way to end a night.
Yeah. I think when you first watch it, the immediate assumption is that he has murdered someone, I think. Because the way he's so like, oh my God, clean, 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 and
Yeah.
panicking like that.
Yeah.
Like he's trying to get rid of any evidence.
And it's creepy music and all that. And
Yes.
dark room and, yeah, what's he done?
Yeah. It's a nice apartment he has.
Yeah, it's nice. Which we're not necessarily in a 9 this week, apartment-wise.
No.
Which is fine. I'm not complaining.
Okay, good.
I thought you were going to tell me off.
No, well, I don't have a problem with it.
In a way that it's not the apartment meant they could have gone to different locations, yet they still stuck to the apartment.
Yeah, because it's very much a staple, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the way I see it, obviously, the show is called The Ninth Circle, which is a reference to the circles of hell.
Yes.
And I see it as that Simon is putting Spencer into the Ninth Circle of hell by what he's doing to him.
Effectively, yeah.
So he is inside it, in a sense.
Yeah, especially considering he's not interested anyway in the series. Like, he's given up on it.
Yeah.
And he's dragging him back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he is inside the 9 of the Ninth Circle, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I can't remember, my Dante. What is the Ninth Circle?
I don't know what the 9th one is. No, I was going to look that up and I forgot.
Is that betrayers? I think that's betrayers and things.
I don't know.
Because I'm sure that's one step up from the devil who's in, like, ice at the bottom.
Oh, right.
And I'm sure it's, like, Judas and stuff.
Yes.
If I remember rightly, is in the 9th. But yeah.
So this show, I mean, it's obviously a Game of Thrones stand-in.
No, not at all.
Are you a Game of Thrones fan?
Yes and no. I have watched it. I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, but not in the same way that everyone went mental over it.
No, I've never watched a single episode of it.
No.
I sounded like one of those people then. Oh, I've never watched a single episode of it. Like, I'm so proud of myself.
Proud, yeah.
Yeah.
I held out until about series 5 and then I watched it.
Yes.
It was all right.
Yeah, fair enough. I guess part of the inspiration for this whole episode is because it was quite a cultural thing that even though I have never watched an episode, but I know that the fandom was widely disappointed with the finale.
Massively, yeah. And yeah, I was one of those.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't massively keen on it. It was a very strange finale. Considering it was such a massive phenomenon and like making presumably an absolute fortune for Sky or HBO, whoever, the last series felt really rushed, I think was the main issue.
Right.
And like, I wouldn't have been as against how it ended if it had had another 5 or 6 episodes to get to that point. And it made more logical sense. But it very much felt like they got to an episode or 2 before the end and went, oh shit, we've got to wrap this up now. Oh, okay, right, this happens, that happens, done.
Yeah.
And it didn't logically build to it in the same way that it should have. Which is weird, considering how big it was. I can't imagine that HBO would have said, nah, you've not got any more episodes.
No, exactly, yeah.
If you want to keep spinning it out, fine.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. It's just, endings are so hard, aren't they?
Mm.
And also, I was thinking, like, for a show that runs for so long like that, it just adds to this thing we were saying about it gives you the fans more time with it in their heads and talking to each other.
Yeah.
Like if you just if it's just a one season thing and it's already been made and it's done and then it airs, like you've got till the end of that season and it's already been done and you don't have as much time to sort of think about, oh, it would be good if this happened and that happened.
Yeah.
Whereas when it runs for years and years, you know, you've got all this sort of expectation.
Yeah. I don't know how you end them well.
No.
Like, in a way
can you think of an example of a show that's done it really well?
No, not really. The other commonly quoted one is Lost.
Oh,
which
yeah.
I think ends well. But, and this sounds so, like, condescending, that if you don't think it ended well, you probably didn't really get it.
I knew you were going to say that.
Which is such a dickish thing to say, but it's so true.
Yeah, I haven't watched it, but it's another one of those such a sort of culturally prominent things.
Yeah, I think it ended reasonably well.
Okay.
Personally. But on first watch, I hated it.
Right.
It was only on the second watch when I watched it, like, series 1 to 6 back to back.
Okay.
Rather than waiting a year and a half between them.
So on your first watch, you were one of those thickos that didn't understand it.
Yeah. And then most people wrote it off and never watched it again.
I see.
Whereas a few years later, I went back to it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love it now. I'm rewatching it at the moment with my housemate. So
oh, good.
We'll see what he thinks at the end.
Yeah, I was toying with watching it at one point, but I was like, it seems like a big commitment, and then for something that is widely panned as like it didn't end well. I'm like, is it worth getting into it? But yeah.
Their biggest problem for me, it feels like it was a show that was designed to be about 3 series, and the studio went, this is doing really well, make it 6.
Oh, yeah.
And they padded it and padded it and padded it and padded it.
Yeah.
Like, there's whole episodes that are utterly pointless.
Oh, yeah.
And it was back in the day of 24-ish, 25-ish episode series.
Yeah.
And then there was a big, like, one of those writer strike things that happened, and it from series 4 onwards, it's cut down to about 13-ish.
Okay.
And it's so much better for it.
Oh, yeah, slimmed down.
But, yeah, it still should have ended a lot earlier than it did.
Oh, dear.
And then they had to throw in so many weird ideas to keep it going, which is, I think, what kind of hurt it a lot. But watch it, it's great.
Maybe one day.
At least watch the first series. The first series is great.
Okay. But also, like, the American thing as well, where they have, you know, writers' rooms, and it's a huge collaboration. I think sometimes that can be a bit of a too many cooks situation.
Yeah.
And then over here, we've got more of the sort of, you know, the singular showrunner model.
Yeah.
And that I think is maybe stronger. I don't know, sometimes.
Yeah, I guess you get...
It varies.
You can get pros and cons. Like I said earlier, the wisdoms of crowds thing. If you have a group-wide, you know, big writer's room, they can come up with a really clever solution to something.
That's true.
But equally, like you said, too many cooks, and it just, you lose track of what's going on. And
or you've got a big writer's room, but then there's one, like, head honcho, and they don't listen to anyone's ideas, so...
Yeah.
You know.
Or people's motivations get, motivations get lost because people read them differently, and it feels less believable. I don't know. Yeah.
What conundrum. Anywho, we've covered about 2 minutes of this episode so far.
Yeah, it's covered in blood. Reese hasn't even turned up yet.
Yeah. So he assaulted someone,
yes.
we find out. Yeah, there's a ring at his intercom, and it's this Simon chap.
Reese always looks creepy in a monitor. He always looks really creepy in a monitor. I'm sure it's happened several times, and it happens once in the last series as well.
Yeah. He's a great character, Simon.
He's weird, yeah.
Creepy and kind of scary.
You just don't know what he's going to do at any moment.
No. But he's so clever as well at the manipulation.
So invested. Like, how long has he been planning this?
Oh, yeah. Like, he knows exactly what to say at any given moment just to make things, to play on Spencer's mind.
And spin it exactly how he wants it to work.
Yeah. Like, even right at the beginning when he's, you know, Spencer's trying to ignore him and, like, he wants to pretend he's not there. And then he just says about making a statement to the police. He's like, maybe I'll just go and do that. And then immediately that makes him say, no, come on up.
Yeah.
He knows exactly what buttons to push.
Yeah. He's
It's amazing.
Oh, yeah. He's a clever guy.
Yeah. An arsehole, but...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I do not condone his actions.
And again, I know we say this many episodes, but I really, really felt this one was a play. Like, needs to be on the stage.
I was going to say that, yeah.
Totally.
Was it Moffat that said, you've written a good episode when you think, oh, there's a film idea gone?
Yeah.
Like, this would work so well as a play or a film or something, like a bigger 100%,
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But even, it's a very small cast and it is just that one location. Like, I could totally see this on the stage. Like,
yeah,
it'd be
1,000,000%. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. So, Simon tells him that he filmed this incident with another fan.
Yeah.
Called Gavin.
Mm-hmm. At this point, Spencer only thinks he's hurt him.
Yeah, yeah. He only thinks he's hurt him, but then Simon just casually drops that, oh, he's dead.
So casually.
Yeah.
I think he'll press charges. He's dead.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, poor Spencer at this point. Like, it's that thing that you sort of feel like you might lose your temper for 2 seconds and that's your life over just because of something you did by mistake.
Yeah.
What must be going through Spencer's mind at that point? It doesn't really take much for Simon to really skew him in the direction he wants him to go.
I mean, even when he thinks he's just assaulted him.
That's bad enough.
The level of panic that he has about, oh God, this has probably ruined my career.
Yeah.
To then realise actually he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yeah. I do find it a bit of a stretch, though, that he thinks that Simon's phone will be the only evidence when he's in apparently the centre of London. There'll have been like 207 CCTV cameras pointed at that spot.
Yeah. Maybe it was a dark alley.
I mean, it was near Embankment. I don't imagine it's Zone 1, there's going to be a camera every 2 inches in that area.
Yeah. Oh, well. And helpfully, Simon has got rid of the body.
Mm-hmm. I saw it. It's fine. You're good.
Because he's his number one fan.
Do anything for him.
Yeah. So weird, isn't it? Like I said earlier, this parasocial thing. He talks to him straight away. He talks to him like he's known him all his life.
Yeah. That's so weird. Like, when someone knows you, but you have no idea about anything about them.
Yeah.
He's so uncomfortable for Spencer.
Yeah. And the ownership as a fan, like the ownership over the work, when he says about, is this the award that we won?
Yeah.
But what do you mean we? Like,
yeah. I don't remember you filming anything or like proofreading my scripts or...
Yeah. Although sports people are the same. Like when my mum's like, oh, we won against Man U last night.
I didn't see you
I'm
on
like,
the pitch,
oh,
Mum.
did you? I didn't know you were on the pitch. Well done.
I say that to my mum as well all the time.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very unlikable. I don't think Spencer's a particularly likable character, but I think Simon is just so creepily unlikable.
Yeah. They're both not the best, but Simon is weird.
Thing is, you can Spencer's not very nice, but he is in a very high stress situation, and you can understand like when he's being treated like this by someone he doesn't know. Like, you can understand him being pissed off. Like,
yeah, he's being blackmailed. Like,
oh yeah.
And presumably he's been drinking as well, so he's not going to be exactly fully there. Like, he's going to be saying what he thinks rather than... You're not going to be polite about it. Circumventing is a fantastic podcast name.
Yeah, very clever.
Is there some team somewhere that's just churning out pun names for stuff?
Probably.
Like, this is great. It's like whenever you see a coffee shop in a show and it's always like, has been, or been there, done that, or whatever. And I'm like, if they're not some clever pun, I feel like someone's wasted their time.
Yes. And like you mentioned it earlier, but just that fantastic moment of, I have a podcast. Of course you fucking do.
It's almost like I can imagine them. Like, I love both of these guys, but I'm a little bit scared of Reese, and I can imagine him like having that exact response.
100%, yeah. Yeah, like if you met him at Stage Door and you said, oh, I actually do a podcast about your work, whatever.
Of course you fucking do.
Yeah. Oh, great, right, what's it called? Give it a listen. No, I won't.
Put your hand up in the queue if you don't have a podcast.
Yeah. It's just, I just love the dynamic and the sort of the power play where like Spencer's trying to get rid of him. Like, I'll book you a taxi and all that.
Yeah.
And then again, he knows exactly what to say. He's like, oh, I hope the police don't question me. I'm not very good under pressure.
Yeah.
Like,
he's so good.
Yeah. But then it also shifts a bit and you think, because he tells him to go into the other room or whatever, and he, slides the chain on the door and it's like, he looks a bit sinister. Mm-hmm. And you think, oh, actually, is this manipulation getting him in trouble and he's in danger? What's Spencer going to do to him?
Yeah. Like, this is inside number 9. He very easily could have killed him right then. Like, and the whole episode could have been covering it up or whatever. But Simon's got a great way with people and has totally chose to use these powers for evil.
Yes. He's a Weasley little shit.
So
he stays the night.
Because a taxi back to Sunderland would be quite expensive.
It would be, I imagine, yes.
It would be a lot.
Yes.
That's at least 5 hours of driving. It's a long old way. But he's happy because he gets to stay in the spare room with the head of Thaxos.
Yeah.
And the way he's like, oh, the fans will wet themselves over this or whatever. It's like, I fully expected Spencer to be like, you're not telling the fans about this. Like,
yeah, I know, exactly, yeah.
But yeah, he's like, yeah, go along with it.
But yeah, he's got such a glow of like, I'm special. I get to stay the night at Spencer Maguire's house.
His plan's working.
Yeah. It's, I don't know, it's so cringy. So, next morning.
Yep.
We find out his goal, what he wants.
We'll have an alternate finale, please. Get on that straight away. Going back to Game of Thrones, that was a big thing at the time.
People wanted
Game of Thrones that there was like there was petitions and stuff for them to refilm it.
I heard about this, that apparently there was a GoFundMe to like try and, you know, I don't know what they thought was going to happen when they got that money together. But
No. I don't know either, but yeah, there definitely was. It's like, what they're going to do? Get everyone back together? Like, all these sets will be knocked to bits. Like, how do you really think this is going to work? But it was so hated that it almost sort of started to make sense that it could happen.
Yeah.
Like obviously I never believed it would, but
yeah.
At what point does something have to be that hated that they would do this?
Yeah, it's weird because they would never. It would be an admission that they were wrong, essentially, and that you know they're never going to do that.
No. There's a similar thing with Stranger Things recently when that ended.
Oh yes, I heard about that. Yeah,
that everyone was so like, it wasn't a bad ending. Spoilers if you're a Stranger Things fan and haven't watched it, but it was very much like if you'd put a gun to someone's head and said, "How end this?" like the most straightforward way you can. That would be kind of how it ends.
Okay.
Like it's not particularly clever. It just sort of ends how you might expect it would.
Well, that's better than some things.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's just not what people maybe hoped it would be.
Yeah. But I'd rather a straightforward, that works ending rather than, you know, one that goes completely off the boil.
Yeah.
You know.
But then everyone was like, afterwards saying that they thought it was so obviously, like, so straightforward and boring.
They thought it was going to be a secret finale, didn't they?
That there was secretly a finale, yeah. That they thought that this was all like a dream.
Yeah.
And like, and people had themselves so convinced over it.
Yeah.
And like, part of me almost wants someone to do that. How cool would that be if just out of the blue they drop a new episode that you weren't expecting?
Yeah.
That says that everything you watched was wrong. Like, this is the real ending. But to do that, you've got to be so confident that your real ending is actually good.
It's worth it.
Because if your real ending's not that great, then it's even worse. But as of recording, there isn't a secret episode that's dropped.
No, of course not. So he wants Spencer to write a new finale to Series 7.
Mm-hmm.
And we get all this back and forth about things that are thought of in the fandom, like the two heterosexual men that the fans ship.
Yep.
Which is hilarious. Because that happens all the time.
All the time. Sometimes you feel like it's intentional, and sometimes it is just the fans finding anything.
That's the thing. Sometimes it's kind of arguable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know in the Sherlock fandom there was a huge... I mean, there's lots in Sherlock, but like mainly Sherlock and John.
Yeah.
People were like, oh, they have such a, you know, chemistry and blah, blah, blah. And I know that Martin Freeman and Benedict Cumberbatch, as both quite serious actors that take themselves quite seriously, got quite pissed off with it.
Right.
And were like, you know, I remember them being interviewed once or at a panel or something, and Benedict Cumberbatch being like, it's just quite frustrating when it goes against what you're trying to do as an actor.
I bet it does.
And Stephen Moffat sitting next to him sort of trying to say, shut up, you know, don't piss them off. Sort of.
We need these fans.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can write what they want on Reddit and make all the fan fictions all they want.
Exactly.
But we need them.
Yeah.
that was another one, wasn't it, Sherlock, that ended on what everyone thought was going to be that there was a secret another episode coming.
Oh, I don't remember. I remember the finale, and I remember it being a lot of people disappointed.
So many people hated it that they were certain that it was intentionally done badly, which must be the most galling thing to not only people don't like it, but people think you've intentionally made it bad.
Yeah. Like, oh, come on, stop pulling our legs. That wasn't really what you're delivering as the ending.
Oh, no, that was really the best I could manage. Sorry.
Yeah, good one, Stephen. Pull the other one.
They're at the press night being like, guys, are you free next week to film another ending?
Yeah. And so he plays his trump card, keeps coming back to he's got this footage that Spencer thought deleting it off the phone.
Oh, Spencer.
Meant that it was gone forever.
Yeah.
Bless him.
Silly Spencer. So yeah, full on blackmail territory.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's gotten proper creepy. Like, he stole his phone, he's arranged a meeting with the agent for like now. He's apparently he's his PA now. Like,
yes.
It's all escalated very quickly.
I was going to say I'm surprised that the agent went along with it, but I suppose he could have just pretended, he's hired me as PA or whatever.
Yeah, the agent's an interesting character, Loretta Lamb.
Yeah.
I find it weird if an agent doesn't actually like the thing that you make, like your main work.
Yes,
feels
I was thinking
weird.
that.
Like, I could understand it if, like, maybe she'd liked this, but she'd not liked his second project he'd come on to. But, like, his main thing that he's known for.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he talks about years of experience in the industry. I'm assuming maybe she liked something he'd worked on previously.
Yeah.
And then this thing that happened to be really successful, she wasn't keen on herself, but...
I suppose.
But it is a funny moment when she says, "Oh, I haven't seen it, darling. Leaves me cold, all that Dungeons and Dragons." Yeah. Yeah. She's great, though. Like, she's so, like, showbiz, darling.
Yeah. Darling. But yeah, she's well happy.
Yeah.
I guess work for him's probably drying up a little bit because he didn't do so well. She's probably thinking, if we can redeem this, like, I won't lose maybe my biggest client or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's all on board. Although she doesn't really know what it is, but she knows it was bad.
Yeah, she knows the reaction was bad, yeah. I just like how Simon's trying to sort of excite her about the plot, and she just doesn't give a shit.
No.
Guess who lit the flame of whatever it was?
I
don't know, darling. Yeah.
Would it be better than who did it last time?
Yeah. Oh, is this the scene where he says about characters doing things they should have done in the first place?
Yeah.
Like, really passive aggressively.
It just escalates so quickly, and poor Spencer's in the middle of this going, what, apparently we're announcing something that I only heard about 20 minutes ago. Like, yeah, I know he thinks he's killed someone, obviously that's bad, but the grip he's lost on his entire life in the space of about 12 hours is crazy.
Insane.
And he's not won the award. But we didn't expect it, darling.
No.
Awards don't matter. Unless they're my clients.
Yes, in which case it was absolutely the right decision. It's just very scary. Like, so you do feel sorry for Spencer, even though he's not that likeable a lot of the time. He's in a horrible situation.
Yeah. Obviously, he's not done a good thing, but it's not like he's intentionally murdered someone. Like,
oh, no.
He's just snapped and presumably pushed him or whatever, and he's fallen awkwardly. Like,
exactly, yeah.
As far as he knows, yeah.
Yeah, and it was set up, obviously, to provoke him because, supposedly Gavin not attacked him, but touched him first in some way. Yeah.
And we've seen how manipulative Simon is. Like, he will have engineered this situation.
100%,
we're jumping ahead a bit, but yeah.
So he has him in the palm of his hand now. He can just make him do whatever.
Yeah. And even when Spencer's trying to get out of it, he's like just sort of waving the phone under his chin, like, I can ruin all of this for you. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, Simon is disgustingly, sleazily awful in this one.
Oh, yeah, awful. I feel this is where I should mention, the book that I've just finished. I've been reading Stephen King's Misery.
Yep.
Which I've been wanting to read for a while. And I really enjoyed it.
Good.
Yeah, much better than The Shining, in my opinion.
Right.
Possibly because it's so sort of self-contained and it's like quite a small cast, obviously, of characters.
Yeah.
It's quite Inside Number 9, actually, when you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. One location, pretty much. But yeah, like, having just finished that book and watching this episode, it I kept thinking of it, just kind of like, you know, in the book Misery, she claims to be his number one fan, and she's got all this power over him because he's lost the use of his legs.
Yeah.
And she's just like, you know, forcing him to change the ending of a book that she didn't like to bring a character back that died. It's very similar, actually.
Yeah. I've not read it and I've not seen the film, but I was quite struck how similar it was from what I knew.
I plan to watch the film.
The film's meant to be really good, I think.
Apparently,
but then
yeah.
everyone goes on says how great The Shining is, so maybe. And I'm not such a fan.
Yes. I did read about, I mean, no spoilers, I won't go into spoilers, but I did read about one thing that they changed for the film, for Misery, which seems a bit disappointing.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they had their reasons. But apparently Kathy Bates won an Oscar for it, so
yeah, I think she did.
Should be good.
Yeah. It's what made her a big name, isn't it?
Yeah. That character of Annie Wilkes was just so fascinating and like delicious to read, like because she is insane. She's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
And yeah, I got a lot of vibes of that from Simon in this.
I never heard any like them say that it was intentionally based on it, but
no,
hard to imagine it isn't.
Yeah, influenced, I would imagine.
Yeah.
It's just having that much power. I mean, it's never a good thing, is it?
No.
Having that much power over somebody.
Yeah. That's what the execs are for. The studio's for.
So he makes him do his podcast.
Yeah.
I love that bit about, do you have any idea how many times a week I get asked to do podcasts? And I have great pleasure in saying no to every single one.
You must get inundated with it.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
All these people. And you're effectively like, it's like a job interview. Like, you're having to be on. Like, it's not like you can just casually do a thing. Like, if you say something, it's going to be taken out of context and all sorts of things are going to get said. And
yeah. It's not a casual thing.
No.
When you're in the public eye.
Should we get Reese and Steve on?
Yeah.
Should we ask them?
Well, funny you should say that. I sent an email the other day.
Did you?
No. I was going to joke and say I got a reply back saying I take pleasure in saying no. Reese called me a It'd be quite an honour, actually, wouldn't it, to be called that by Reese? Yeah,
I thought so. I've dissed Hull too many times for Reese to want to come on.
Well, I'm sure he feels the same. So, yeah, I quite enjoy the podcast scene. Because, again, it's so uncomfortable, like the way he's...
It really is.
I mean, you know, if you get a guest on a podcast and it's a guest of that calibre, like, you kind of want to be nice.
Yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full sir. Like...
And not just sort of like reading them all the terrible reviews. And
yeah.
It's so awful.
It's so painful. And he just has to go along with it all.
When he says to him about, so how does it feel hearing all those? Because presumably you didn't set out to make a bad episode of TV.
Like, no, of course I didn't.
Oh my God. I mean, there are a lot of people like this in online fandom who probably would say those things.
And that's half the reason why everyone will say no to doing podcasts. Because they're like, once you've said yes and you're on it, like, then what do you do when they start asking you weird questions?
There's no sort of control for you, is there?
No. It's not like you're going on Graham Norton, like, and you know that the kind of thing they're going to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, even the questions might be vetted in advance or whatever. Or you can say, don't ask me about X, Y, and Z. Like, you do some random person's podcast.
Yeah, it's very...
who knows what's going to happen?
It's very ad hoc.
Yeah.
I hope, yeah. This is obviously like a caricature. Yeah, I hope we don't come across like that.
God, I hope not.
I don't think so.
I like to think we're positive, as much as we can be, and like always constructively positive.
Yes.
Constructive criticism rather than actual just outright, I hate the thing.
Yes. Well, write in and let us know. If first person to tweet us will get a 9th degree badge and a word search. A cryptic crossword. I love that it's a word search as well. That's that's so shit.
So naff. Yeah.
Oh dear.
So this is the point where you get another trope of casting nobodies as extras or background characters or whatever in something because they want a competition.
Big characters, yeah.
Or in this case, actually, yeah, they go to quite a big character. I assume this was parodying again Game of Thrones. when they had Ed Sheeran randomly in a scene.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, he plays like is he a guard, and he ends up singing a song.
Oh, for God's sake.
And yeah, it is a bit weird. So I'm guessing that's what they're sort of joking about here.
Okay.
But again, it isn't a random. Like, it is a person, but in the industry in a way. But they're not an actor.
But I'm like, who are all these listeners that he has for this podcast? Because apparently 87% of them have voted that he should play this role.
Yeah.
Is that just him with like loads of different accounts?
He's just wrote that. It's just a Word document.
Yeah.
It's just
That's a PowerPoint.
yeah, it's just a PowerPoint slide. Show me your figures,
Yeah.
Simon. Like, I want to see the logs.
Yeah. But it's like he's got no self-awareness at all of how
Yeah.
awkward it is, and that he's just coming across like, write in if you think I should audition for the part. Like,
Yeah.
why would you say that?
And even like Spencer's opening question, he talks about how, this was my thing and now it's up for anyone to pull in any direction they want. And Simon's like, yep, exactly. Like, he doesn't make any bones about sort of hiding what he's doing.
No. I guess part of what this episode is doing is looking at, like, when you've got consumers of a thing that by and large don't understand what goes into making something. And they just, they're sort of armchair experts.
Yeah.
Like we are on this podcast, I suppose, but
Yeah. It's like that tweet you see whenever there's an election comes round and it's like, oh, the comments section's about to turn to the House of Commons.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Everyone suddenly becomes an expert on it.
Yeah. But there's a way of doing it sensitively, which I like to think we try and do.
Yeah, I like to think we do. Yeah.
Whereas sensitive is completely not what Simon is.
No.
Completely insensitive and just ham-fisted.
Yeah.
We're also treated to a bit of Simon's quote-unquote acting.
Yeah. Witchfinder voice is back again.
Yes. Oh my God. I love that. That's what he thinks acting is. You call this nothing?
I'll just talk angry.
Yeah.
But yeah, he can do what he wants at this point, really.
Exactly. That's the thing. He has become king of his own little world.
Yeah.
Or Queen Bee, as he gets described later.
And this is the other thing that we never get to see. Like, what the reaction to this new final episode. Oh, no, I suppose we do, don't we? They get some more series, but could have equally been just as terrible.
Yeah.
That would have been interesting.
Because it's only one person's
like,
idea, really. Or two people, maybe. But
two people.
Yeah.
Like, how Simon would have reacted if the fan base hated his finale as well. Because they're going to.
Yeah, yeah.
By comparison, they might like it more, so I suppose it looks good. But, yeah, go back to the question of how you make it good. It reminds me of a quote from Sheldon in Big Bang Theory where he says, why can't they just do like they did in Heroes and slowly, gradually reduce the quality series by series until we're begging for it to end?
That's a great line.
So that is the fair way to do it.
Yeah.
Intentionally make no one care about you for now.
Exactly, yeah. Many shows could take a leaf out of that book. So, is this where we get the montage of him working on it and everything?
Yeah. Balling up paper, throwing it off screen. Do we get the idea, though, at this point, they're sort of, Spencer's getting a bit on board with it? Like, maybe begrudgingly to start with, and maybe he's actually getting a little bit into it?
Maybe. I mean, I felt like it was simply because he had to be honest.
Well, maybe.
I don't think he's ever particularly thrilled about it. Because he does say later about, as if I would revisit my own work and whatever it is he says.
There's a difference between not wanting to revisit it, though, and being forced to, and now you're in it, trying to make it the best it can be.
Yeah, maybe. I didn't get the impression that he was at all at any point into it, but...
I don't think he's into it, but that he's, doing what he can.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, his name's going to be on this.
Oh, yeah. Let's try and make a...
Best of a bad situation.
Yeah.
He's got a final draft that he's sending over to Loretta.
Yeah.
So it's actually happening. And then the shit hits the fan.
Yes. So I put in big capital letters, twist 1.
Yes. Dum dum dum. Gavin isn't dead.
Indeed.
So good old little Nick Mohammed
yes.
turns up.
He's so sweet.
Isn't he, with his little accent he's putting
Yeah,
on?
I did question mark that. Like, I'm not sure why the Scottish accent. Why not just use your normal voice?
No. Yeah.
Because there's certain lines it does really feel like it's a bit of a struggle.
Oh,
But yeah, no, he's lovely.
he's adorable.
Yeah. So turns out the whole thing was staged so that they could get access to him.
And that Gavin would eventually get access, and he's not been happy that he's been cut out of it.
Yeah, they get very, very fussy with each other. Very like,
Mm.
I'd like some time with Mr. Maguire, and
Yeah.
you made yourself Queen Bee of the fandom.
Yeah. I can just imagine what Spencer's saying in the background to all these people on the forums and stuff. Like, he will be selling it all like, oh, Spencer's my best friend now, look at what we're doing together, and all this sort of stuff.
Oh God, yeah.
It'll be unbearable.
Posting photos on Instagram,
Yeah.
with like selfies together. Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely unbearable. So Gavin's had enough, and he wants his shit signed with his special silver pen.
Oh yeah. And so Simon, it seems that Simon is very angry with Gavin for kind of ruining the plan,
Mm-hmm.
and that he's been found out.
Yeah.
There's a rather unsavoury thing about photoshopped pictures,
Yeah.
which kind of takes on more relevance later as well.
Yeah.
So I think it's very deliberately placed there to sort of sow the seed that Simon has more. It's more than just a sort of love for his creativity. It's, the man
Yeah.
himself.
Yep.
But yeah, it's a bit weird.
Yeah. Icky.
Reese's reaction when he's like, that they were DM'd to you in private, not for a public forum. As if that makes it okay.
Just weird.
Yep. Yep.
It's icky, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, all comes to a head with Chekhov's NTA.
Yeah.
That was seeded a bit earlier on. And stabs him with an NTA award.
Yes. I love that how quite early in the episode he just says, he says you could bash someone's brains out with this, but you can't say that at an Inside Number 9 episode and then not
Expected to
murder
happen.
someone with it later. Yeah.
I should clarify, it's an NTA trophy, not an NTA award, because an NTA award is a tautology.
It is.
And that's not
well
acceptable.
done. Well spotted.
I realised once I'd said it, and then you carried on talking, I was like, no, that'll get left in.
You can't let that go. Yeah, quite right.
Even in my notes, I've got NTA award, and halfway through writing award,
crossed it out.
scribbled it out.
By the way, apparently, originally they wanted it to be an Emmy,
Yes.
because apparently they're particularly spiky.
They are. Have you seen one?
No.
They do very much like a murder weapon.
Well, there we go.
They're like an angel sort of statue, but its wings are like really sharp,
Ah,
pointed straight up.
makes sense.
And yeah. But no, the Emmy said no.
Yeah, so yeah, NTA it was.
Yeah, who apparently don't care.
Yeah, oh yeah. Murder with one of our awards, fine.
Yeah, why not? I'd love to know what their order of, then we'd have gone to BAFTA, and then we'd have gone to,
Yes.
our YouTube viewer trophy or whatever.
Yeah, they were talking about this on the podcast, and they were saying, they didn't even think about BAFTA because they wanted it to be a stabbing, not a bludgeoning,
Yeah,
and so they needed something pointy.
makes sense.
Yeah.
And weren't they all, someone's actual trophies that were on the crew or something?
Yeah, the producer Adam Tandy, I think,
Yeah.
just casually brings in all his
Why not?
BAFTAs.
Bump,
Yeah,
bump, 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 bump.
like Neville Griffin in Misdirection.
Yeah.
Put them out on the side.
That must be an awkward conversation. We need to have a load of trophies, and you're just sat there in the corner going, oh, do I look like a dick if I say I've got shitloads of trophies?
Yeah.
I could save them a fortune of having to hire a load of things.
Yeah.
Poor Spencer at this point. He must have been like, oh, it's all good. Oh, no, it isn't anymore.
Yeah, what a roller coaster.
He had a brief 5 minutes where he was safe.
Yeah, it really is a roller coaster, isn't it?
That doesn't slow down.
Mm.
So, yeah, this bit I find so uncomfortable.
Oh, very.
I'd forgotten how uncomfortable it was until I rewatched this.
Yeah, it's horrible. Because Spencer looks so defeated
Mm-hmm.
and powerless, and it's just very...
Yeah, Simon sort of drags him into the bedroom.
Yeah, he says, I just want us to be together.
Mm.
It's punctuated by the quite amusing turning the head away so that he's not looking at them.
Axos isn't looking at us.
We don't want him looking at us, do we? I was when I was watching this the second time, making notes, I was trying to sort of watch very carefully what Reese's character does.
Mm.
all he really does is invite him to lie down.
Yeah.
And then I think he possibly strokes him slightly or something.
Strokes his arm. Yeah.
But the idea, obviously, is that it seems like he's trying to blackmail him into,
Yeah. Which the naked photos makes more sense now.
Exactly.
These are things that I think we said earlier what you would do in a play. Like, I think you could flesh out...
Expand that more.
And make it a little bit more... A little bit less jarring when it happens at the end.
Yeah, it does come suddenly very quickly. Yeah, let's not go
Phrasing.
there. And then, Spencer suddenly...
Snaps.
Yeah. Suffocates him with a pillow.
That goes on for a very long time.
It's a great shot, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just that's one shot, and it's just like actually quite realistic.
Yeah. Well, didn't Reese say that he felt like he was worried he was actually going to kill him?
Yeah, there was. I mean, I'm not sure how serious they were, but I think that he said there was a moment when he slightly lost control and wouldn't have been able to save himself if he needed to.
Yeah. You'd think you'd have a certain tap on the shoulder like signal.
Yeah.
I like to hope.
Yes.
But yeah, you can sort of get it. Like,
oh yeah,
I don't condone it.
No,
but I can understand Spencer
in that situation.
Snapping.
I completely understand it. Like I spent the whole of Misery reading it, thinking, well, he's got a killer. He's got a killer.
Yeah.
How's he going to get out of this? He's got a killer. Like you know, because you would like in that situation. Like, what else could you do?
Yeah.
For legal reasons. Yes, I don't condone that, but
no.
But
yeah, he just goes for it. Simon is no more with his wonky little glasses.
And the horrible bit of blood coming out of his nose.
Yeah. I wonder how because it is, like you say, all one cut of that.
Yeah.
And Reese is wearing the glasses. Like, I wonder how he must have had to knock them off his face just before. Because otherwise, Steve is just pushing these glasses into his face.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
And he probably goes for it. He has to make it look real.
Yeah.
Like, that could do you a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Never mind suffocating him. Like, you could have blinded him or...
Well, I'm sure they worked the logistics of that out.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I assume he must knock them to the side when you can't see it or whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But yes, then we get another big twist.
Gavin ain't dead. Again.
So I say another twist. It's actually basically the same twist again.
Twist one was good. We'll do it again.
Yeah, and it's a bit like, you know, from Spencer's point of view, it's like that fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Yeah.
Thing. It's like, wow, they've just done the same thing and fooled you again.
Yeah.
With the same thing.
Fooling you the second time, Doctor. That's a privilege, or whatever she said.
Oh, yes. The same way. Yeah. But yeah, I find this a bit confusing now because I'm like...
Yeah, this is my gripe.
Yeah, the intention. What was the intention? Because...
So they explain it that this was all Simon's audition
for the Baron.
To play this role of the Baron.
Yes.
Yeah, which I get. Makes sense. I don't get why it had to be Gavin. Like, it doesn't make any sense because he's given up all of his leverage before he's got anything signed.
He wouldn't have wanted Gavin to come up.
No.
It's weird.
I could understand him wanting to do all of this and, like, if he'd got another fan, like, surely he knows enough people that someone would have been agreed to do this.
Yeah, that's true.
And I know it works nicely for us to get the reveal of Gavin still being alive.
Because it once you know the full twist, it means that whole argument they had about, oh, you've ruined everything, was all fake.
Yeah.
Which it turns out that Simon is a much better actor than we thought then.
Yeah.
Because that was very convincing.
Yes. But surely you would only do all of that if you genuinely believe that Spencer was on side now.
Exactly. So maybe he has come round, or maybe at least Simon thinks he has.
But during that whole thing, Spencer's all, call the agent, get this cancelled. Why do you think I would ever do this? This is nonsense. I hate this.
Yeah.
Like, surely Simon would know that this isn't working. I don't know, and would have spun it some other... I don't know. It just seems a weird plan.
Yes, it does.
That sort of throws away all of his leverage for nothing. And is it just that he's getting too cocky, I guess?
Yeah, possibly.
Or maybe he's got to the point of thinking that that Spencer's so under his thumb and that he thinks Simon's so crazy that he'll go along with anything. because who knows what Simon's going to do if you say no.
I think for me, it comes down to that the sort of double twist. It feels like it's written for the benefit of the audience, so that we get the and then we get the second, but it doesn't quite make sense
in universe.
No, like it does. Yeah. I don't believe that Simon would go through that whole spiel.
Yeah, it'd be one thing if he had already got a contract signed, and then he could still pretend to be annoyed that he's caused problems and all this sort of stuff, and then done the plan exactly how he planned it to be. But yeah, when he actually hasn't got anything signed and it could all fall through, it's an odd choice.
Yeah, and also the fact that he, supposedly this is an audition for the Baron, so he can show that he can do the manipulation and he can do the romance or whatever.
Yeah.
But why does he have to make it so sort of relatable to the real situation? Like, why does he have to say that, oh, I'm going to stab Gavin and that means that I can still blackmail you, and then I'm going to seduce you in this bedroom? Why does it have to be like that?
Yeah. Again, like you said, for the audience's benefit more so.
Because we still think that it's real at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything up to that bit.
It's fantastic, yeah.
Really works well for me. And then it's just a bit weird at the end. Kind of summarises their problem.
Well, yeah.
A finale is difficult to do.
Yeah, so maybe that was deliberate then. Maybe it's meta and we've given the episode a shit ending.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's shit.
No. Neither do I.
It's just a bit odd. Maybe it's not quite in character.
It's one of those where on a first watch, I think it's very effective.
Yeah.
And you think, oh, wow, that was so good. But when you do kind of revisit it and you think about it a bit more, it slightly unravels.
Yeah.
I feel.
It's more our problem than anything, because we overthink these things and overanalyze
it. Yeah.
For most people, it works really well. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's now actually, for real, killed someone.
Mm-hmm. It's not Gavin for once.
He's been tricked into it, essentially.
Yeah.
And so all he can think to do is to kill the other person.
Yeah. Gavin got to die for real.
Mm.
How he's then got rid of two bodies?
Well,
like in the countryside, I could understand it. Central London,
yeah,
from a flat,
yeah. I don't know.
I don't see that working.
No, but people probably do it.
Well, yeah. But yeah, time jump of a bit.
Yes.
Episodes aired, all good.
It was a success.
Got another 2 series.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. And in being asked for a quote about the whole thing, he said he did it for the fans.
Yes, of course he did.
I never did address that I liked Gavin's whole speech about the fandom.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, you might hate them, but ultimately, if it weren't for the fans, who is buying all your merchandise, who is watching your programme, who is...
It is true.
Ultimately, you are making it for the fans.
It is true.
They're the ones that are providing the money, ultimately. As weird as they may be sometimes.
There's also, there's a line between, are you making it for a general audience or are you making it for the real die-hard fanatics that go weird about it,
And without wanting to generalise, the likes of people that are watching something called The Ninth Circle are probably the more fanatical side.
Well, yeah.
They're probably going to be the weird obsessives.
Although you say that, Game of Thrones,
was very mass market.
Very mainstream, yeah, exactly. So I imagine it quite similar.
But it could easily have gone the other way.
Yeah.
But yeah, so after being told he's done it for however long, I guess Spencer's like, well, might as well. I guess he's already rationalised it in his head.
Yeah.
He's already sort of had to deal with the mental gymnastics of accepting that he's killed someone. So is it that hard to actually then do it?
Yeah, he doesn't particularly seem remorseful.
No.
In fact, he jokes about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for his own amusement.
But I suppose we don't know how long Time Jump. It must be quite a while to have filmed whole pre-post productions, happened, things out.
Yeah.
Probably at least a year later.
Yeah. So you think after a year after killing someone, you'd be over it and you'd be joking about it?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. There's a time limit, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still not. I think overall I'm on the feeling of he's not likable as a character. Even though I think it's possible for him to not be likable, but you also feel sympathy for him.
Yes.
Which I do.
No, I mean, no one's, other than Gavin, no one's really very likable in this episode.
No, exactly. Well, I quite like the agent. She's quite nice.
Yeah, but she's a bit She just goes along with anything, doesn't she? She's just like, yeah, darling, whatever. Like, anything for an easy life. She just...
Yeah. I also rather liked the end credits music this week, which just sounds like it would have been the theme tune to the Ninth Circle.
It was really, they went hard on it, didn't they?
Yeah.
Someone put some time into that.
Yeah. Should we give it a rating?
It's
always interesting what I write down before we come to recording, and then if it
I never write
changes-
anything down.
Oh, I put a provisional thing down. I think this is
Okay.
probably what I'm going to... Then it often changes.
Yeah, because same. As in, it's not what I think it maybe would have been, but I've never
Yeah.
written anything down for it.
Yeah.
But the end throws it a bit for me.
Yeah.
Because I remember really liking this one before, and then rewatching it today, the first time, thinking, this is really good. I really enjoyed the first 80% of the episode. And then the last couple of minutes is a little bit off, but I still really like it. What do I go with? I think a 7.
Yeah.
I think a 7.
That's exactly what I've got.
Yeah.
Originally, I was going to say an 8.
Right.
But yeah, it's knocked down a bit after discussing the ending.
I was torn 7, 8. Yeah.
Yeah, I was a bit confused with the ending, and I think discussing it with you and finding out that it wasn't just me, it was it doesn't quite work.
Yeah.
It's a really enjoyable episode.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's really
Great
good.
characters, great performances.
Yeah. And with something interesting to say. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
it is an interesting debate.
Yeah, definitely.
So, did you spot the hair?
Well, to be honest, I never really even think about it until it gets to this point, and I know you're about to ask me. So, no, I didn't spot it, but I'm assuming it's got to be on the side where all the awards are. Like, surely it would blend in there.
It would make sense, but no.
Oh.
This is one of the ones I did know where it was in advance. 'Cause
Okay.
It stuck out, I think, from the podcast where they talk about, they'd say where it was each week for
Yeah.
the previous week.
Yeah.
And it really stuck out in my head for that. It's next to the head of Thaxos
Oh.
when he turns the head round. And because it was filmed when it was, he's wearing a little face mask
Oh.
to show that it was COVID times.
Oh, that's sweet.
He's got a tiny little face mask on.
That's cute. Okay. I thought they were going to fudge it and imagine it was, the Golden Hair Award that they've won or something.
It would fit very well on that shelf.
Yeah. Well, there we go.
Did you spot our hair, dear listeners? We will tell you where it was next week.
We will, when we'll be back for Lip Service.
We will. Another interesting one.
Yes.
Look forward to that.
But until then, it's time to close the door on number 9.
But you never really leave, do you?
Thanks for listening to The Ninth Degree. If you'd like to get in touch, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter and TikTok at Ninth Degree Pod, or email us at ninthdegreepod@gmail.com. You can also leave us a rating or a review wherever you get your podcasts.